Of course, you know what a fuse is. It's a long piece of cord impregnated with gunpowder. When you strike a match and light it, it burns fitfully, sputtering to its end, at which there is a little surprise. It's almost gone out. I will blow it into life. thought there was going to be a huge explosion, didn't you?
Fulfillment of his vow. And he felt his fingers wrap around the knotted root and pulled his body upwards to a sea green mossy boulder. He dragged his wheel ass up the mountain and he climbed so slowly. The crack of thunder, rocks began to crumble up and tumble down the mountain to the dismal swamp that lay beneath the jagged cliffs through which it spat the land. And the earth beneath his feet, and the mighty mountain changed before his eyes. He stood amidst a sea of dust and rocks and stones cascading down the mountain, and 1,000 birds were heading for the sky. The sacred creed will be yours. Till tomorrow, the sacred creed will be yours now, yours to see, to obey. Obey. Dust had cleared, the colonel lifted up his head and was driven to his knees by a blazing beam of light. And he saw the silhouette that stood before him. And he bowed in reverence, trembling in the shadow of the mighty legend's form. The prophet stood before his eyes, looking down on Colonel Foreman, where he shuddered in the puddles and the mud. And he quietly addressed him. He spoke so slowly. He spoke so slowly. Hey. call upon my faithful friend, the mockingbird, to fly and seize them and bring it to your chest. And the tree of knowledge in your soul will grow, and the healthy and friendly book will plant the seed. But I warn you that all knowledge seeming innocent and pure becomes a deadly weapon in the hands of avarice. The sacred creed will be yours. And if you wait until tomorrow, the sacred creed will be yours. Yours to seize. Thanks, everybody. I'm not much of the talker these days that I used to be when I wouldn't shut up for 15 minutes at a time. But I will say this, when we stay at Alpine Valley here, at least a couple of us, sometimes all four of us, just sleep right in the parking lot back there. I sleep right in the parking lot when we play here. So I woke up there this morning, and it was pretty cool. I got up and put like my headphones on. I was listening to a mixtape, and I got to walk around the venue out there. I walked around all morning. You know, the four of us have never really been out there. So I mean, we always see you guys from this perspective, and you always see us from this perspective. And it was really fun this morning to walk around, and I walked all the way up there and up where that guy who was waving his arms, hi guy, those guys up there, which is like on the peak of that hill, and so beautiful from up there. You can see over the top of the venue. And I was also really loving that tree right there. So this is like special shout out to everybody by that. You guys are all waving, thanks man. Hey, how you doing? The tree is really cool. And then my other favorite spot was that tree over there. Right on the corner is really beautiful. And then the last place I was standing was there's a piece of like a wooden platform that if you're on the hill, it's like a flat area. You guys right there are on it, and that was kind of my favorite spot. And it was there that I was standing when suddenly I felt a drop of rain dripping off the top of my head. And I looked up and saw no clouds, and I realized that it was bird shit. And then I thought, maybe tonight's the night to do Famous Mockingbird. It's a sign from the heavens. So I'd like to thank that bird for. And then when I got back after my little stroll, I started looking up some little factoids, which I want to share with you. And thanks to the shitting bird. By the way, for those of you on the grassy knoll, if you feel bird shit, and you feel a second bird shit, there's obviously a second shitter on the grassy knoll. Yeah, so. Anyway, ba-dum-bum. So when I started looking up some facts, I just want to say that apparently we played here 17 times. Which is pretty cool, man. And tomorrow also is apparently the 19th anniversary of us first coming to Alpine Valley. So I just want to say we love it here, man. We've had such great times. That's pretty amazing, 19 years. And then we get to share all that with you at this beautiful venue. I'd like to thank the shitting bird, and I'd like to shut up now and play a song about another bird, the famous mockingbird, as we carry you to Gamehead. Famous mocking is for you. If children playing all around, to you is noise, not pleasant sound, and you'd be lost on the playground. This one is for you, all alone the life you lead, a silent diner where you feed, you bow your head, pretend to read. This one is for you. You slip past strangers in the street. There's no one that you care to meet. Longing for your TV seat. This one is for you. If you're just staring at your walls. If you're just staring at your walls. This one is for you. If you're just staring at your walls. If you're just staring at your walls. This one is for you. 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 Fully awoken. Oh! was late one fall night at a fairground in town when Esther first saw the Armenian man who groveled toward her and stood by her side with a bucket that swung in his hand. His grin stretched the folds of his pasty white cheeks, and his lips hurled a dollop of murk on the curb. And the lights from the rides showed a mischievous sparkle that flashed in his hollow-eyed stare. He said, "Little girl, you can chop off my legs, and then peel off my socks if you want to. But I'd rather you took this old puppet from me that I'll hold in my pail as we speak." And he stood looking down at the innocent girl, and she stared at the bucket, bewildered, till he lifted the doll for the young girl to see, and a giant smile grew on his face. She saw the doll's eyes, and she couldn't resist, and she thanked the man quickly and ran to the church, and she burst through the doorway with puppet held high, and a hush filled the chapel, and the people looked mean. Pacify the mob. The quibble grew too spat to wrangle, then to brawl. The frenzied congregation struggled desperately to fetch the pretty puppets snugly nestled deep in Esther's leather sack. Through the window of the church a storm began to rage, and Esther knew the time had come to flee. She scurried down the aisle towards the doorway in the distance and out into the rainstorm where she felt she would be free. But the wind was blowing harder and her skirt began to billow until finally her feet began to lift. And she rose above the houses and the people and the chimneys, and Esther and the doll were set adrift, floating higher over the hills and the valleys and treetops. She'd tumble and die, soaring and turning, suspended on air, with the earth far below her. She'd flutter and glide through the clouds. tumble earthward till she landed in the night. She glanced about the village, sure to find the evil men who rob and pillage in the darkest hour of night. Nervously she fumbled for the pouch that held the puppet on her right. Feeling quite outnumbered, Esther hid behind a nearby pile of lumber, where she waited till the dawn. 'Cause it would have been a blunder to succumb to a hoodlum on the prowl. Beside the town, at last a peaceful moment, but she thought she'd heard a sound. It was an angry mob of joggers coming up to knock her down. As Esther stood and shook her head, the joggers were approaching, and she knew she had no choice left but to swim. As the frosty water sank its bitter teeth into her hide, she tried to slide the heavy clothing from her skin. She made her way towards the shore, when suddenly she felt tugging at her toe. The puppet she'd forgotten wrapped its tiny little arms around her ankle, and it wouldn't let her go. The waves seemed to open and swallow her whole, as the doll pulled her down through the eerie green deep, and the sound of the laughing old man filled her ears as she drifted away to a tranquil and motionless sea. cut your head off so I could weigh it. What do you say? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. I'd like to go to your house, gather all your razors, pick all the little prickly hairs so I can weigh them. What do you say? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Swimming pool, so I can weigh them. What do you say? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Why weigh on a sunny day? So much to do, so why weigh on a sunny day? Why oh why weigh? Why oh why my options so I can weigh them. What do you say? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Why weigh on a sunny day? So much to do, so why weigh on a sunny day? Why oh why weigh? Why oh why oh why? Sanity never came my way. Sanity never came my way. I don't know what I'll do today, 'cause sanity never came my way. Lost my mind just a couple of times. Lost my mind just a couple of times. You can spend your nickels, you can spend your dime, but I lost my mind just a couple of You can trespass anywhere. Anywhere. You can trespass anywhere. Anywhere. Where you go, you better beware. 'Cause you can trespass anywhere. I forgot the rules, I forgot my pride, but I don't need a place to hide. I forgot the rules, I forgot my pride, but I don't need a place to hide. The stars in the sky are very bright. The stars in the sky are very bright. The stars, they really suck tonight. The stars in the sky are very bright. And I don't care if the world explodes. I don't care if the world explodes. You can save the whales, you can save the toad, but I don't care if the world explodes. Pow! Pow! Boom! Pow! You all know what a fuse is. Boom! Never came my way. Sanity never came my way. Don't know what I'll do today, 'cause sanity never came my way. Lost my mind just a couple of times. Lost my mind just a couple of times. You can spend your nickels, you can spend your dimes. I lost my mind. Lost my mind. from the wide load to the lip and watch the big core crack and glow. In the evening, I undo my belt, split open and melt. Up on my stomach with my face between my hands and crawl along the floor towards the doorway. Jumping to my feet, I try to pull myself together, but I feel it in my knees and the room begins to spin, and I split them on my head and raise a welt, split open and melt. Split open and split open and melt, split open and melt, split open and melt, split open and melt. Below waterline, down, 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 between beams to the gloom, among the seaweed and the slime. Down, 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 down. Melt, split open and melt. 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 Split open and melt. Split open and melt.